Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Good evening. You're watching the news from the Sultanate of Oman television. We'll start with the headlines. The Sultanate shall host the nuclear negotiations between Iran and the 5+1 group in Muscat. Royal Guard of Oman celebrates its annual day by graduating a new batch of recruits. University of Oman's project workshop discusses strategic approach and academic plans of the first stage of the university. And Traditional Industries exhibition showcases various artistic works in the wilaya of Dhank. Those are the headlines, and now for the news in details. His Majesty Sultan Qaboos has sent a cable of greetings to His Excellency President Juan Carlos Varela of Panama on his country's National Day. His Majesty the Sultan also sent a cable of greetings to His Excellency Rodney Erie Lawrence Williams, Governor General of Antigua and Barbuda, on his country's independence anniversary. The Sultanate will host in Muscat on November 9th a meeting between His Excellency John Kerry, U.S. Secretary of State, His Excellency Javed Zarif, Foreign Minister of Iran, Her Excellency Catherine Ashton, Special Representative in the Iranian-EU talks within the negotiation framework between the Group 5+1 on the Iranian nuclear file. The Sultanate hopes this meeting will achieve a step towards ending disputes on the file, which will prevent the region and the world from the risk of crisis and conflicts. The Royal Guard of Oman, RGO, held a ceremony to mark its annual day coinciding with the 1st of November each year. And to celebrate the graduation of a new batch of recruits, the ceremony took place at the grounds of RGO Command. His Excellency Sheikh Abdul Malik bin Abdullah Al Khalili, Minister of Justice, presided over the event. The new recruits performed a number of skills and military shows accompanied by music band of RGO, showcasing efficiency in the military training programs they underwent. The chief guest then presented certificates and appreciation awards to the toppers and pin medals of special service to a number of affiliates of RGO. The freefall jump team also presented a number of acts in the skies for the ceremony. The new recruits finally chanted the RGO anthem. In order to achieve the royal vision of His Majesty the Sultan in establishing the University of Oman, a workshop was held in the society participation in initial schemes for academic structure and educational programs proposed for the university. It was presided over by Her Excellency Dr. Rawiya bin Saud al-Busaidiyya, Minister of Higher Education. A number of academic people, consultants, experts and specialists at the educational field from inside and outside the Sultanate participated in the workshop, where they reviewed planned academic and research works by consultant specialized companies, in addition to viewing scientific schemes for the project to go in pace with the future vision of development plans in the Sultanate. The workshop came from the keenness of the Supreme Committee for University of Oman's project to exchange expertise and have suggestions from the experts, specialists, industrial and business sectors, and various segments of the society, in addition to expanding social participation to enrich plans of the university to go along with the trend as per the needs of the Sultanate locally and regionally. The Sultanate, represented by the Public Authority for Consumer Protection, signed a Memorandum of Understanding with the United Arab Emirates in the field of consumer protection between both countries. The agreement came within the framework of technical and legal cooperation and achieving cooperation and coordination means in the fields related to consumers. It was signed by His Excellency Dr. Saeed bin Khamis Al-Kaabi, Chairman of the Public Authority for Consumer Protection, and from the Emirates side by His Excellency Engineer Muhammad bin Ahmed bin Abdul Aziz Al-Shahi, Under Secretary of the Ministry of Economy for Economic Affairs. The MOU covered a number of aspects, namely consumer goods, prices, and established joint awareness programs to uplift consumer types, in addition to benefit from qualified human cadres and technical equipment for both sides, besides having follow-up mechanisms for recalled and globally warned goods. A workshop on discussing the executive regulation of Oman Chamber of Commerce and Industries law was held in Muscat. Discussions at the workshop revealed that some articles of the law don't fit with the Chamber's work systems in the current period. Legal personnel attended the workshop that eventually came up with giving more powers to OCCI branches in the governorates and reviewed its financial and administrative independence, as well as determining how to withhold credibility from its members in case of oversight. And still to come in our news bulletin. In the shadow of old Cairo's medieval aqueduct, an animal groomer rhythmically clips away.
تعرفون أن الصغار يتمتعون بقدرات كبيرة، كلهم مفاجآت، وبإمكانهم تعليمكم الكثير. وعندما تقدمون لهم البداية الصحيحة يصبحون أفضل وأفضل.
مع جبنة أبو الولد أطلقي إمكانيات صغارك.
Welcome back. You're watching the news from the Sultanate of Oman television. The activities of a workshop on training, qualifying and employing the blind started today in Muscat. The two-day event is being organized by Al-Noor Association for the Blind in cooperation with the Arab Blind Union. The inauguration ceremony was presided over by His Excellency Sheikh Khalid bin Umar Al-Marhoon, Minister of Civil Service. The workshop aims to shed light on challenges facing blind people in terms of training and employing them and the role of the private sector bodies in this regard. Caring for visually impaired people shall cover all aspects of life as to achieve social justice. This was stressed by the chairman of the Arab Blind Union. The event discussed Arab experiments in the fields that concern the blind and enabling visually impaired people to attain general, occupational and technical guidance programs that suit the labor and employment market. Her Excellency Dr. Madiha bint Ahmed al-Shaybaniya, Minister of Education, received Her Excellency Krista Kuro, Minister of Education, Science and Telecommunications of Finland, and her delegation. During the meeting, they reviewed Omani-Finnish relations in the fields of education, ways of developing them and benefiting from scientific expertise, as well as presenting the experience of Finland in the field of curricula and teaching methods. Her Excellency Krista Kuro and her delegation visited the Royal Opera House, Muscat. She toured its various sections and facilities. They got acquainted with the rich architecture and Omani cultural heritage.
It's unique because
maybe the coming time. Yeah.
change. Most of our visitors.
But I was happy.
Her Excellency Krista Kuro, Minister of Education, Science and Telecommunication of Finland, and her delegation also visited the Sultan Qaboos Grand Mosque in the Wilaya of Boshar. They toured its sections and got acquainted with the unique Omani Islamic designs, as well as its Center of Islamic Science Institute, library and lecture halls, which highlight the message of Islamic tolerance. Lieutenant General Ahmed bin Harith al-Nabhani, Chief of Staff of the Sultan's Armed Forces, received the Military Academy delegation of Yemen led by Major General Abdurrabbu Ahmed Mansour al-Qshaybi. They reviewed training and academy aspects and exchanged points of views, as well as issues of common concern. Major General Matar bin Salim al-Blushi, Commander of the Royal Army of Oman, received the Military Academy delegation of Yemen led by Major General Abdurrabbu Ahmed Mansour al-Qshaybi. They discussed matters of common interest between the Sultanate and Yemen. Rear Admiral Abdullah bin Khamis al-Raisi, Commander of Royal Navy of Oman, met in his office in Muaskar al-Murtafa'a with the Military Academy delegation of Yemen led by Major General Abdurrabbu Ahmed Mansour al-Qshaybi. They exchanged points of views in a number of issues of joint interest. In order to acquaint students with craft industries famous in the Sultanate's governorates and instill on them the craft work culture, Tariq bin Ziyad School in the Wilaya of Dhank organized an exhibition. It is being held in cooperation with the Office of Public Authority for Craft Industries. It introduces more than 200 craft products and artistic works. The exhibition gives the chance for students to practice these craft industries. In its 5th season, the artistic exhibition Women from Buraymi was inaugurated. Many female artists took part in the event, which came to encourage them to participate in such exhibitions and exchange of expertise. They displayed works focused on women theme and covered all art schools and fields. At the end of the event, the chief guest honored participating female artists and those who achieved top places in various participations. Mahmoud is one of Cairo's animal groomers, an expert in trimming and styling horses, camels, mules, sheep, goats, dogs and donkeys. It is a unique trade in the region, and for Mahmoud, it's also a family tradition. He said he's the 3rd generation of animal groomers or qasasan in his family. His grandfather started the business, and now he is training his 5-year-old son Mustafa in the tools of the trade. His clients, many of whom are tradesmen with horses and carts, typically request regular trims to keep their animals cool in the summer. They also ask Mahmoud to clip their initials into their animals' flanks using the Roman alphabet. Mahmoud charges between $3 and $5 per customer, with each job usually taking him less than 30 minutes to finish, depending on the order and how sensitive the animal is. A number of villages and wilayas of North Batna witnessed yesterday light to heavy rainfall, causing some wadis and its tributaries to overflow. Rains fell in the wilayas of Sahar, Liwa, Shinas and Sahab. And now for the general weather forecast. Clear to partly cloudy skies will prevail over the governorates of Muscat and North Sharqiya, with cloud accumulation and chances of rain over Hajar Mountains and the adjoining areas. Rest of the Sultanate will have clear skies with the possibility of dust-raising winds over the parts of the desert areas. Winds will be northeasterly light to moderate over most governorates of the Sultanate and active along the coast of the Arabian Sea. Seas along the southeastern coast will be rough with a maximum wave height of 3 meters, while it will be moderate over the rest of the Sultanate's coast with a maximum wave height of 1.5 meters. This is the Sultanate of Oman television. Before we end tonight's bulletin, here are the main points once again. The Sultanate shall host the nuclear negotiations between Iran and the 5+1 group in Muscat. Royal Guard of Oman celebrates its annual day by graduating a new batch of recruits. The University of Oman Projects Workshop discusses strategic approach and academic plans of the first stage for the university. And Traditional Industries exhibition showcases various artistic works in the Wilaya of Dhank. With that, we come to an end to tonight's news bulletin. From all of us here at the newsroom and the studios, good night.